It's time to get connected. And let's get this money. Ow! Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Yo, I was muted and everything. Let me just make sure this stream looks okay because if I have to, I will reset this stream because after I just had to reset my whole life, y'all. Like for real. So all this time I was wondering why my live streams were looking crazy, why they were not clear. And come to find out, it was because of my freaking desktop computer. So I'm going to need me a new Mac, I think. So let me just make sure that we're good, we're straight, we're ready. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. I don't look blurry for once. Mind you, when I just went live, I just saw I'm only streaming in 720. Again, I don't know how to like permanently set the setting to make it at least 1080p, you know. Oh man, who is in here? Let me go to the chat. Like I for real had to reset my life. So I'm sorry I am late, y'all. I'm like, for real. So again, I was using my desktop computer and I just went in there and something told me, try your laptop, see if your laptop streams clearer. And sure enough, the laptop was, but it had like less than 5% battery life. It's like plug me up or I'm turning off. So then my cord, I just threw the cord in the corner because my cord wouldn't it's not working. My charging cord is not working. And I even tried different devices and it still wasn't working. So it's just shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Hey. Okay. Oh, thank y'all. I see y'all were looking out and letting me know I didn't have audio at first. I appreciate y'all because so many people would sit there and just look at me mouth their words. But awesome. I'm using I see the arc and covenant. I'm not even gonna try. I'm using Restream. So and I don't stream that often. So I always forget by the time I'm done, I always forget to check to see if there is a way that I can put the setting in there automatically. But let me just check the chat and say hello to all of you. Hey Tony, hey the arc. I see. Hold on, let me see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Marilyn. Greetings. What's up? Okay, nice. Oh, sexy. Hello from Poland. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for being here. And this is an impromptu stream because I wanted to help you guys out. So yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, wait, I did answer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the arc. I'm using Restream. So yeah, I actually have bounced back and bounced around, and I just came back to Restream like a couple weeks ago, not even a month ago. I was on every streaming platform. I feel like I was on Ecamm last, but it was like crashing my computer during my lives. So yeah, so I left Restream. I've been with StreamYard. That's where I started. But I come back to Restream because I like their layout. So all right, guys, who is ready to find out how to make thousands of dollars for reading books? Can somebody say me in the chat? Like, let me know. Are y'all here to actually make money or are y'all here to talk about something else? Because I gotta know, like, where my people at? Like, where are my people that want to be audiobook narrators and voiceover artists? Where y'all at? Okay. All right. So let me see. All right. I believe that y'all are. Okay. So hold on. Let me get my stuff in here. And the crazy part is, so I see I'm going to have to re-upload my my files, I think. Hopefully not. But let's see. Hopefully not. Let's go with good. I was like, don't do me like this, Restream. What is I'm like, no. All right. So basically what I'm doing in today's stream is I'm basically going to help you all out with learning how to get paid to narrate. So I have a paid to narrate masterclass. That is what I typically will do. In the description underneath this video, if you are interested in the free class that I hold, with audiobook narration and getting into it, where this is going to be like the preliminary version of that, or should I say like the Cliff Notes version of that. But if you want to see that whole class, I do have that class available, and that description is down below this video in the description, and it's like under I say like, did you miss the stream? Do you want to dive deeper? You'll see it. It's down there, y'all. All right. So let me I also don't want to miss y'all in the chat. So I might end up bringing my phone out. Nice. Okay. I see. I see. Excited. Okay. All right. So all right, let me get to this, because there's certain things that I wanted to point out. So I'm just gonna like browse through some of these, because I know like the initial ones. Okay, you know what? Let's do this, because I like to see, like, to take the temperature in the room. So I'm actually going to drop myself down just a little bit. I want y'all to be able to see me. Here we go. All right. So do me a favor, drop the corresponding number in the chat if any of these is you. Okay. I know the screen is getting a little crowded, so let me get that off there. Okay. So drop a number one in the chat if you want to get audiobook narration jobs, but you just aren't sure where to start. If you've heard about audiobook narration, but you're just not sure which platforms to go to, drop a one in the chat. Drop a two in the chat if you've auditioned for audiobooks, but you can't seem to land the jobs. Your auditioning is not working out. Drop a two. Okay. And drop a three in the chat if you've looked into audiobook narration. You've actually made some moves to get into audiobook narration, but, or maybe not even necessarily made moves, but you've looked into it and you're like, you're scared. Okay. You're like I just I can't get myself to do it. I want to do it, but I just can't get myself to do it. Drop a three in the chat if that is you. So I'm just taking the temperature here. Let me see. I see a two. Okay, nice. So you already auditioned. You made those. You made a move at least to audition. So that's awesome. Um, all right. And so, yeah. So, but the thing is, everybody is, and I'm just going to assume, since some people don't want to participate, all I can do is assume. But when it comes down to it, a lot of us are starting in different places. Like when I first heard about audiobook narration, it was from a YouTube video. I had no idea that it even existed. But the thing about it was, I actually just jumped right into it. I didn't think about it. I see Tony, you dropping a one. Okay, you're not sure where to start. Good, because I'm gonna let you know exactly where I went, where you can go, and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna help y'all out. So let me know if you are ready to make some money in the chat. All right. So what we are going to cover, let me just scroll through here. These are like a little delayed. Real quick. So, all right. So just so you know, I'm not going to assume that everybody here knows who I am. So let me just switch. Okay. I'm not going to assume that y'all know who I am. So I'm just going to take myself off the screen for just a moment so y'all can just get an idea of what I've done thus far. I landed 5 audiobook narration contracts from my first audition with no experience. My first audition led to several contracts, and I am not going to say anything at this point, but let's just say it's not going to stop there. Okay. Also, I've done voiceover jobs outside of that, but this was after learning about audiobook narration. I actually still currently earn a passive income from audiobook narration, and I'm still active. All right. So also, I'm a top authority here on YouTube when it comes to audiobook narration, with dozens of videos about audiobook narration and voiceover jobs here on YouTube. And again, this is the platform. This is where a lot of people go to get the information. So this is where I decided to put it out at. But also, I studied and I found ways to simplify the process of audiobook narration. So I'm gonna tell y'all, just listen to what I'm telling you because I know what I'm talking about. Okay. The thing is, I want y'all to be careful as well because there are some people out there, I'm not saying any names, but there are some creators out there that will tell you X, Y, and Z about audiobook narration, and they're just regurgitating information that they got offline. No, I'm walking the walk and I'm talking the talk, y'all. So just know that I've been where you are. If you haven't done any audiobook narration jobs, if you are like a little nervous about what can come of it, or like to actually dip your toes in the water, I've been there. Trust me. I know. I see the arc says no, it was number 3. Okay. Um, nice. Okay, so all right, let's just go straight to, yeah, y'all can tag me at Nikki Connected if y'all want to. I'm just going to scroll through. Oh, you know what? So these are some it's probably going to skip forward then backwards. Okay, we're good. But these are the audiobooks that I've done so far and counting. Little Red Rider and Urban Fairy Tale. That was the very first one. That was the one the author actually reached out to me. Well, the author picked me for the audiobook because what I did is I went and I immediately auditioned when I found out that this side hustle even existed. So I put myself out there immediately. And then what happened was the author on her end of things, somebody had already recorded book 1 and book 2 of Little Red Rider. But things didn't work out with book 3. So she had to come looking for another narrator and found me. Then while I'm recording that one, she reached out to me and asked me to do Billion Dollar Baddie. I was like, okay. Billion Dollar Baddie had a sequel. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So then same thing happened with Anything for the Family. I did part 1 and part 2. So a lot of, and that's one of the great things about the author that I work with. She does a lot of sequels. So she's constantly writing, and that helps me out because I know that I could potentially be a go-to. She knows my work ethic. I'm not even going to go through my story. Let's just say I was working a bunch of side hustles, and I ended up again clicking on YouTube. And then what happened was, matter of fact, let me just tell y'all. So the thing was, when I saw that video on YouTube about audiobook narration, like I said, I didn't even think twice. I jumped into it. I auditioned. I nailed that first audition and then got the several contracts after that. But the thing was, I went over to the original video and that I saw the audiobook narration stuff on. I went over there and thanked the creator for putting that video out. And I'm like, thanks to you, I got a contract on my first try. So the haters were hating, you know how YouTube can be. So people were saying, you're lying, yada yada. People weren't believing me. But then I also had on the flip side a bunch of people that were like, I want to know more. So basically people started being newsy, and then they came running over to my channel to find out more about me, to find out what I sound like, to find out what I look like. People wanted to just get more information about me because they're like, what is it about this girl where she got this contract on the first try? So long story short, I at the time, and let me know in the chat if any of y'all are OGs. When I started out, my channel was called Deal Finding Diva. I talked about couponing. I talked about saving money. That was all I talked about. Didn't talk about like side hustles, rarely ever. But the thing was, when I was Deal Finding Diva, I'm over here talking about couponing and stuff, and people are coming over from that other video, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, this couponing thing is cute, but like, what's going on with the audiobook narration contract you got?" So I didn't want to talk about it on that channel, and I started deleting people's comments and all kinds of stuff. So I apologize if you one of those people that reached out because I didn't want to talk about it. But then eventually, so many people were asking about it that I was like, you know what? Let me just get it out the way and just talk about it. But the problem for me in the background while all of this is happening is I am trying to figure out the process of audiobook narration on my own. Like, yeah, it's one thing to get the contract, but then there's another thing to edit. Okay. So I'm like trying to figure out how the heck am I going to meet the sound requirements on the platform and get this book done in time. So I was stressed out because I still had to meet those deadlines. But what ended up happening was I ended up learning the shortcuts and actually figuring out what it is that I need to do. And I streamlined the process. So the thing is, from that first audiobook onto the following audiobooks, the process got easier and easier. I didn't get stuck on certain things. I didn't have my sound rejected because that's what happened the first time I submitted my audiobook, that recording, like you're able to upload it and everything, but then quality checks have to take place after that. So I'm thinking, whew, okay, I'm done. But then I get an email like 2 weeks later, like, it doesn't meet the sound requirements. So then back to the drawing board, I had to go. So I'm gonna again help you guys out. But I want you to know, don't ever give up. Just because like things aren't working out in your favor originally, don't give up. I see the arc is new here. I appreciate you for being here. But yeah, so one of the motivating things for me was the fact that that one audiobook that I did, it was that very first one, right? That is 7 years of a passive income. So let me break this down for y'all. When you do an audiobook, and I'm going to tell you about the platform in just a moment. When you do an audiobook on this main platform, you, if you, depending on which contract you have, but it is the most common type of contract. So this likely won't even be an issue. Like chances are this will be your case when we're talking positivity here, right? We're having a positive mindset. When when you record that audiobook, not if, when you record that audiobook, you will be able to earn 7 years of a passive income if you have that the most common contract, which is a royalty contract. And I'll break down the contracts to help you understand in a little bit. But you earn passive income for 7 years. Anytime somebody buys that book, you earn a commission from, or should I say, a royalty, just like in the music industry where they earn royalties for people playing their music. That same thing happens with audiobook narration. So that contract will last for 7 years. So exactly, I see what is it? A locked piece? Yes, for real. Like, and you can do it. And even if it's not the first audition, I'm telling you, I got y'all back. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully, oh my gosh. Like, hold on. Let me see where Okay. I hear sound. I hear sound. We good? We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me just make sure. Boom. Hold on. Let me just see. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Please tell me you hear me. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's sound. Hold on. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. All right. Oh my God. The, the shenanigans. The saga continues, y'all. Oh my gosh. I was like, thank you so much. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Oh my God. I'm sweating. Oh my goodness. I am sweating now. Whew. All right. All right. Let's continue. Let's whew. After that interruption. All right. But basically, the main type of contract that you will get is a royalty contract. So you get paid off of that one contract for 7 years. So just to put it in perspective for y'all, that first contract that I did was in 2020. I still get paid for that audiobook until 2027. Okay, so every purchase that is made on that book, I get 20% of that purchase. Plus, there are ways that you can earn multiple times the price of the book itself. Not even just that 20%, but you can get a huge bonus for each sale. So even if the book is like a $20 book, you can make I'm gonna give you an example. There was one book that I did, and we'll talk about it later. It was one book that I sold. Like I sold one single book in a month, and I earned $60. The price of the book was only 20. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Okay. So the passive income is real, and plus you can get bonuses. So I'm gonna break all of that down for y'all. So but let me just fast forward to where we trying to go. Where we trying to go. Because I'm trying to get to the nitty-gritty of the audiobook narration. So hold on, let's see. Let's skip forward here. We try and get this rolling. Okay, so if you're ready to do this, let's do this in the chat because we are ready to do this, right? Let's go. Let's go. So, what we're going to cover auditions. I'm going to talk about finding and applying for narration jobs and voiceover jobs. Then I'm going to dive deeper into the contracts on ACX. Okay. And that's the platform that we're going to focus on because that is the most solid one out there. And I'll break that down for you as well. The production of the audio, recording the audio, editing it, that kind of stuff. I'll actually get into that so that you can have professional sound. I'll give you an idea of like the things that I use. And also the most important thing, getting paid, y'all. Getting paid. All right. Real quick before we move on, because I don't want y'all to miss this, because I know people go in and out. Okay. So I'm going to throw this up on the screen right now. But just so y'all know, because you can actually scan this if you would like. But I have an audiobook narration course, and that is my most popular course, y'all. This course is normally, the course by itself is normally $400. Today, I'm not only giving you lifetime access to the course, but I'm also, where's it at? Where's it at? I'm also giving you, oh, I forgot to copy the link. I'm also going to give you a free coaching session with me. So a free one-on-one coaching session with me included in that. $97. The value of this is $749, and you get lifetime access, y'all. So if you would like, you can scan that QR code, and I'm going to try to get the link to drop in the chat for y'all. And matter of fact, it's in the description as well. So even if you don't want to wait for me to drop it in the chat, you don't have to, but I will drop it in the chat. I appreciate you for participating as well, saying let's do this. Okay. All right, I might have to go to, or maybe I could just, no, it's not trying to copy it. Hold on, let me go back in here. I can grab it from the description. But while I'm talking about that, let's just move on with the information so y'all know. Uh 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 all right, come on. Come on, my slides. All right. So here we go. And I'm actually gonna move this over so that can be on the screen for the moment, and then I'm going to hide it in just a little bit. But we're going to go into the auditions. All right. When it comes down to it, the auditions that's the first step into the audiobook narration process, y'all. So in order to get those narration jobs, you're going to have to audition. The audition process is not hard at all. Trust me when I tell you, you can knock out an audition in literally 1 minute. Okay. Hold on real quick. I said number one, then number two. It's number one. We're gonna go over where to find the voiceover jobs, as well as to find the right book for you, and then the audition process. So um I'm still trying to get that link for y'all, so bear with me. uh uh, uh and like I said, well, it's in the description as well. But the process, the three steps mainly that you're going to have to take in order to get an audiobook narration job or a voiceover job is: number one, you have to find the job, right? Then what you're going to do is you will upload the audition to whatever platform that you're auditioning on. And then it's an optional step on this main platform called ACX that we're going to dive into. You can upload a sample on your profile. So that way, when you have a sample, people can already, or authors can already know what you sound like, okay, before you even audition. That's an optional step. But if you are chosen, that's when you go through finding your contract or signing your contract and actually agreeing with about the payment, that kind of thing. So you find the job, upload your audition, and then sign that contract. That's it in a nutshell. Okay. So how do you go about doing this though? I'm actually gonna skip over this one. Okay. So just so you can see it in full, I'm going to take myself off the screen for just a moment, y'all. So the best websites for narration jobs, like I said, number one is ACX. All right. So ACX.com, that is the one we are going to really, really dive into. So don't worry, we will get there. All right. Then another option would be Fiverr.com. So Fiverr is actually a website where you can put in for a whole bunch of freelance jobs. So not just audiobook narration, but if you want to be a virtual assistant, if you want to, like for example, I've been on Fiverr where I have edited people's videos, that kind of thing. So it's a freelance website, but you can go on Fiverr.com and find audiobook narration jobs. A lot of people don't even realize that. Then also Upwork is really similar to Fiverr, but the thing about it is, with Upwork, I actually like that a little better when it comes down to weeding out actual real jobs. Let's say that, like narrowing it down to legit people. Because what Upwork will do is they have on their platform um a list of, like, on the, like, for example, if somebody tries to hire you on Upwork, you can look into their profile and see that they've paid over $10,000 to people on the platform, that kind of thing. So you can see that they're actually spending money on the platform, and that way you know they're legit, right? Hold on, I actually typed this in fast. I'm like multitasking here, y'all. Blueprint. All right. So then after that one, you have the voices.com. So voices.com, they have a free option as well as a paid option. And that's one of the things that they have going for them, is where, like with voices.com, basically when you pay, of course, you're going to have less competition. Okay. So just so y'all know, I dropped the audiobook blueprint link in the chat just so y'all have it. But yeah, voices.com, and I'm just going to hide this thing for a moment. Voices.com is a legit platform, and it's less competition over there, I will tell you that. But let's talk about this ACX thing. Okay. So ACX stands for Audiobook Creation Exchange, and it's owned by Amazon. So this is the main reason why we like to use ACX, because it's a legit platform. It's a well-known brand. Again, it's owned by Amazon. And also it's a streamlined way to get your audiobooks onto Audible. Audible is the number one marketplace in the world for audiobooks. So basically it's going to the source to get your audiobooks out there to the mainstream. Okay. What ACX does is they help authors and narrators connect. So nobody has to have any experience when they go on there. There's no nothing saying, oh, you have to meet this criteria or anything. If you have an Amazon account, it makes it even easier to sign up for ACX, because again, it's Amazon. So they already have your information in there, and you can literally just basically almost like just log in to ACX if you have an Amazon account. Also, everything is done all on this ACX platform. You have the contracts, the auditions, the payments, all of that can be done right there on that platform. And I'm actually, the good thing about this doing it on YouTube is I can actually share my screen so you all can see what ACX looks like. So hold on, let me come back. Come back. So let's do this. Boom. All right. So I'm going to share my screen so that you all can see. So this is what the ACX platform looks like, right? So it not just caters to the narrators, but it also caters to the authors, because, or what they call rights holders, because it's all about who owns the rights to the book. It may not even be the author, but they can hire somebody to narrate the book. But once you do go on this website, what you would do is go to either to log in if you already have an account, but you could click get started. What you would have to do is actually log in with your email or your phone number, the same way that you log in with Amazon. If you don't have an Amazon account yet, you will go down here to create your Amazon account. Like I said, it's all the same login, y'all. All right. So, but once you're logged in, then you will have access to the auditions. And without me logging in, because I'm incognito right now, without me logging in, it's not going to show me the auditions yet, but I do have a screenshot so y'all can get an idea of what it actually looks like. So let me just go back to my slides. All right, let's stop screaming, screen sharing. Hold on one sec. Let me go back to my presentation. All right. The trash men are so loud today. All right, where were we at? Were we up here? Yeah, we're beyond this. All right, so the like I said, the thing about ACX is you don't have to have any experience, but what you want to do is you want to find the right book for you. And I see y'all nice. Somebody just signed up. Let me see if I can shout them out just so you I'm gonna just say Mal. Thank you, Mal. So and let me let y'all know real quick. Somebody else just signed up. I've had a few signups already. This coupon, this discount that I'm offering is in the chat. It is only available today. Okay, that $97 special is only available today, y'all, and is limited to 20 people because, like I said, I'm throwing in coaching. Okay, so I can't, spread myself beyond 20 extra people. Okay, I have to be able to follow through. Like, if you giving me your money, trust and believe is going to be a legit thing. You're going to meet with me. We're going to sit together and you can get your coaching. So I don't want to promise it and, expand this beyond 20 people, because then what happens is if I get 100 people signed up, that would mean that, other people are going to have negative experiences because the coaching might not be scheduled for at that point, probably months down the line. So I don't want to do that to y'all. So that's why I limited it to 20 people. So take advantage of it. I'm for real. It's never been this low since I first debuted the course, and I've added much to it since. And so y'all know I do add more to the course as time goes on, especially when I'm recording new books as well, because I might run into a new problem or one of my students might bring up a problem. So I update the course based on that. So just, keep that in mind. But let's talk about finding the right book for you. Okay. So I'm curious to know what kind of book, if I told you, you know what, I'm going to give you a contract. You can narrate and get paid to narrate any kind of book that you want, whether it's a thriller, romance novel, what else? What do we have? Sci-fi, poetry, urban fiction. That's my go-to. But if you could narrate any kind of book in the world, what would it be? I'm curious to know, and I like other people to see it. I like you to see each other's answers just so you have an idea of the fact that we're all here for different reasons. We all have different interests. So even though there might be an audio book that is available to people, or that is available for people to audition for, just keep in mind that not everybody is going for the same type of book. Okay. So one person might be interested in a thriller and the other person might be interested in self-help. Okay. So you're both on a platform looking for, basically the same overall goal, which is having a contract. But oh, you can't hear again? What? Hold on. Wait. Can we not hear? Hold on. Let me just double check. Let me see. Yes, we can. You better skip ahead. See, the urban stories, that's me. So I get it, right? Um, that was my go-to. And that's the thing. When I say the right book for you, one of the things to keep in mind is to use what we call filters. So filters are available. Let me see if did I skip over it? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to expand this just so y'all can see this, right? So this is what it looks like when you go, oh, Ashley and Jaquavis. I've never heard of them. I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, so this is what it looks like when you go to audition, right? So when you go on ACX, this is it, like once you're logged in, you can audition and it'll tell you these are the titles that are accepting auditions. As you can see, when I screenshotted this, there were over 2,100 options available for you to audition for. On any given day, there's typically over 1,000 books, okay? Well over 1,000 books. So what you can do on the left hand side, there's something called profile filters, or title filters. Use those filters to narrow down the types of books that you're interested in, because your behind will be sitting there all day looking for a book to audition for and scrolling through titles that you're not even interested in. So that will help you save a lot of time, y'all. All right. So hold on, let me just go a little deeper into the filters. So when you do go into the filters, for example, the filter that I used, and I say that was my saving grace, was the accent. Under accent, I was able to filter by urban accent. That's being self-aware, or acknowledging what you actually sound like. And the thing is, when it comes to audiobook narration, it's not about what you are or what you identify as. It's about what you actually sound like. People don't care what you look like. They care about what you sound like. Does it sound good to them? Does it sound authentic? If you're supposed to be playing a British character in this book, then you should be able to do a good British accent. At least, like, you don't even have to be from Britain. Just know that you will have to sound like whatever it is they say that accent should be. But also, again, the type of book that you're interested in, that's super duper important, y'all. All right, so let's go into the contracts. And so the contracts on ACX, there are three types of contracts. The first one is called pay for production, which is a flat rate. They're paying you to produce this audiobook. And we'll get into production in a moment. But basically you're getting a flat rate, and it's per finished hour. So it's not based off of how much time you actually sat and recorded, but it's based on how long the book is once you edited out the mistakes and things. And I see that my one of my cameras is about to try to die on me. So I'm going to gear up and we will get this camera prepared because that's what it's not gonna do to me. No, ma'am. Um, so the thing is, like I said, so you have per finished hours. So if it takes you 40 hours to record it, but the book ends up only being 2 hours, you're getting paid for the 2 hours. Okay. That's what per finished hour is. So that's what pay for production is. You're getting that flat rate. You're not getting a royalty. Okay. Trying to find my remote to make sure. Um, but then the next type of contract is a royalty share contract. That is the most common type of contract. So, like I said, that is the one where you get 20% of the sale of the book. You and the author are splitting 40%, and you get that for 7 years. I'm looking for my remote. Hold on, y'all. Oh, here it is. Because I might switch this camera up. So give me 1 second. I can talk while I'm doing it. But yeah, so let's see. Let's see if we can switch the video to this guy. There we go. Because this thing trying to set me up. It's trying to set me up like real bad, y'all. So bear with me. Um, Here we go. I'm sweating. You can see the sweat on this camera. Um, all right. So, oh, oh no, I can't increase my definition. All right. So I think we're good. Can y'all see me? But so the royalty share plus, let me just make sure. Oh, okay. Y'all can even see me anyway. I just switched my camera. But then again, you get that for 7 years. That 20% royalty is for 20 years. So let me just pop myself back up here because I didn't even realize y'all couldn't see me. This is better. I actually like this better, y'all. So, this is where we're gonna be streaming from. But yeah, so then the third type of contract is called a royalty share plus. So it's basically a combination between the two types of contracts, between the first two. So it's pay for production where you get a flat rate, but then you also get the royalty. So with this option, a lot of people would say that this is the best option, but I'm gonna tell you it's the least common option. Okay. So I'm curious to know what type of contract, if you could have any kind of contract, which kind of contract would you choose? Would it be the pay for production, the royalty share? And we're going to leave out the royalty share plus because it's so rare. If you could choose one type of contract, which one would it be? So remember, keep in mind, royalty share contract pays you 20% for 7 years. But on the flip side, if you don't sell any books, guess what? You make no money. Okay. But pay for production, you get a flat rate. Basically, you're saying, I'm taking my money and I'm running. Like, give me my money. Give me my money. Which one would you rather have? But this is the downside of the pay for production. Oh, okay, I see royalty share so far. The downside, of course, there's a downside to everything, right? The downside to the pay for production is you could end up salty because what could end up happening is that like that book turns around and sells big. Like it could turn around and like you could end up or the rights holder could end up making $1 million on that book with your voice on it, but yet they turned around and paid you like $600 and you took your money and you ran, but you could have earned probably tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So this is one thing to keep in mind with pay for production. So I see royalty share, and that is my preferred way of getting my contracts. To pay for production, I filtered those out. So if you know that that's the kind of contract that you would likely be going for, that's one other filter that you can add in there by narrowing down those books. There, there you go. Listen, we are going to get there. Yes, a locked piece says, I got to put that up there. I say that because I would promote on the back end to gain shit. Yes, yes, exactly. And that's what it's all about. But now here's the twist. Even if you have paid for production, you want to definitely promote that book. And just keep that in mind. I am going to let y'all know why in just a bit. Okay. So all right, let's go. Hold on. This thing's a little delayed. Hold on. All right, so let's move on to the production process. Okay, so a lot of people get caught up on what does it mean to produce. So I'm going to cover that as well as just a couple of production tips to help y'all out. So what does it mean to produce? The actual definition is the process of developing, creating, and refining a recording for public presentation, editing and balancing sound to meet requirements. The narrator is usually responsible for the production. That's one thing to keep in mind. So sometimes people would think that somebody else is going to do the editing for them. They're not. Basically, when you're producing this book, you're making it good. You're making it sound good for the people that are going to listen to the book. That's basically what it means. Okay. You're taking out the mistakes, because the last thing you want is you're stuttering to be in the mirror, being exactly the stuttering. You're stuttering in there or repeating words, things like that. You want to take all that out, right? So, yes. Hold on. Let me Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. The ARC asked, do I have a payment plan for the $97? Yes, I do. So if you go over there, hold on, let me just bring it back up so people know what the heck I'm talking about. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so if you go over there, and again, for anybody that might have just came in, it's this is my audiobook blueprint course. This is my audiobook narration course. You get lifetime access to it. And the regular price is altogether $749, because I'm also throwing in a free coaching session with me one-on-one. So we'll sit and talk, and I'm gonna let you know what you sound like and everything. Now, to answer your question, yeah, I have payment plans. Choose PayPal at checkout. Okay, that's the best payment plan option. That's the one that I personally would choose. And the reason why is because PayPal has what's called the pay in four option. So if you have a PayPal account, definitely use the pay in four option. There's no interest. Okay, that's the other important thing. They will let you split the payments so that today you will have full access to everything. It's considered on my end as being paid off. Okay, so it's not like you have to pay it off before you access anything. You're getting full 100% access to everything today, even if you do a payment plan. Okay, so on the checkout screen, the link that I have in here, like it's going to show $399. That's just the price of the course by itself without coaching. Okay, I already know who's buying the course today, so I already know who's going to get the coaching. Okay, so don't even worry about that. But yeah, so the coaching is going to be lumped into that as well. So it will, once you go to the checkout page, you will see that. Matter of fact, let me see if I can just show y'all. You know what? It might make me log in if I try it incognito. Um, but let me just try it real quick just to see. So I'm going to share my screen real quick, y'all. Hope y'all don't mind. Hold on. Because I want y'all to take advantage of this. And like I said, as people are buying it, like I said, there's only 20 uses that are available from this. So I do want y'all to access this. And because I had emailed people about it early this morning for my newsletter, and a lot of them typically after work will jump on something like that. So I don't want y'all to miss out. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you go over there. It's going to say $399, right? When you click the link, what you're going to do is you're going to add it to your cart, and then see right here on the right side. Hopefully, y'all can see it, right? Yeah. You'll see the code is already in there. It's Blueprint 97. Even so, if you don't use the link, you could just put in promo code Blueprint 97. It's only valid today. It'll bring your total down to $97. Then when you check out, it should, yeah, choose PayPal. Hold on. There we go. Choose PayPal, and then you can have the option for pay in four, or even if you want to do express checkout, I think that'll work as well. But yeah, if you choose PayPal, then you can split the payments in four. It will be less than $25 per payment. And I believe those are bi-weekly payments. I could be wrong. I don't think it's weekly. I think it's bi-weekly. But there is another option too, for because I know not everybody loves PayPal. My mom is one of those people, she hates PayPal. I don't know why, but Shop Pay is another option as well. So if you use Shop Pay, you can break the payments down for even up to 12 months. Typically. So yeah, there's two options for the payment plans if you are interested in the payment plans, y'all. So definitely, like I said, I did this because I'm just like, I want as many people as possible to be able to take advantage of this offer. This is not something that I typically will offer. I haven't had it this low since it came out in 2022, when it was still a skeleton course at that. Okay. So just so y'all know, yeah, definitely, yeah, take advantage of that. But yeah, that's Shop Pay and PayPal are the two options for the payment plans. So hold on, let me go back and let me stop the screen share. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let me present. I keep forgetting to take note of which slide I was on. So bear with me. I have to go back. Go back. Let's see. Yeah, we're beyond that. All right. So yeah, we're beyond those. And okay, so we're on the production, right? So let me just take this down for a moment, and that. All right. So the thing is, now this is, and I'm gonna tell you, I actually was speaking with one of the members of my course recently, and she was saying, she's like, people might, eh, she's like, people might look at the price of the course, and this is, just the $399 version, right? The non-sale version, or non-sale price. She's like, people might look at that as steep. She's like, she paid full price for the course. She's like, this was worth it because being able to access you and get help with the editing, she's like, that this is golden. She's like, this makes the course well worth it in and of itself, just the coaching. So mind you, you also have lifetime access to the course, okay? And I say that to say the sound requirements on Audible, and I'm saying Audible and not just ACX, the sound requirements are strict, y'all. This was the thing that had me like sweating when I first became an audiobook narrator, because what happened was I submitted my audio, and then they turned around and were like, they waited like 2 weeks and then told me it doesn't meet the sound requirements. Mind you, I'm moving over my life. I'm thinking I'm about to have checks rolling in, and they're like, no, boo-boo. You didn't meet the sound requirements, so go back and fix it. And what made it even worse was they were really, really vague when it came to letting me know what it is that was wrong with that audio. Let me see if I can. There we go. That's a little better. So they were really vague. They were just like, fix it in this chapter. I'm like, so fix what? What what are we doing? So the thing is, in the audiobook blueprint course, I have what I call my secret sauce to make sure that the sound requirements are up to par. So there are some tweaks that you can do to your audio, and it's like a certain system. You got to do it in a certain order. It's just, and mind you, it takes you like all of like not even 2 minutes to do it, and it will save you. For me, it took several days to figure out how to fix it. That will save you so much time, just having access to that secret sauce, okay? But yeah, so when it comes to producing the audio, for real, like You got to be on point with it. So let me give you some tips to help y'all out. So even if you don't get the course, I want y'all to still be able to succeed as audiobook narrators. Okay. Number one, do not record on your phone. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Like, so many people, I remember, and I don't get that much now because I think people are finally starting to understand. But before, oh my gosh, I would be going to battle with people because they're like, you can record on your phone. It can still sound good. I'm like, okay, but yet take into consideration somebody of equal, two people of equal talent, right? Let's just say me and Susie. Susie is recording on her phone. I'm recording with this microphone that is specifically set up for audiobook narration and podcasts. We have equal talent. Who do you think the author is going to pick? They're going to pick the person with the better microphone. They're going to pick the one that sounds better. Okay. So I say this to let you know there are options. There are super affordable options out there. I'm going to give you, matter of fact, I'm going to share this screen with you. Hold on. Because I want you to be able to find it. All right. So hold on real quick. I'm not trying to dox myself. Hold up. All right. So, all right. Let me just. Oh, I was like, what's that? Child. I'll tell you in a minute, y'all. But yeah, all right. We're on slide 39. Okay. Let me just remember that. Okay. So, that's what I did for y'all. All right. Let me just make sure. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see it? Okay. All right, so this is what I did for y'all. I have, in case y'all don't know, I have another brand called Nikki For Real. I have a YouTube channel and everything. I actually focus more on lifestyle content with Nikki For Real. And Amazon is one of my main platforms. Um, so I used that platform to be able to help y'all out with audiobook narration. Okay. So what you can do, and I'm matter of fact, let me drop the link in the chat for y'all while I'm saying this. So my Amazon page. All right. Let me just for people if they come late. All right. I can't spell. Hold on. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm dropping this link in here because what I did was I created an idea list. And that idea list will give you several ideas for audiobook narration equipment. And what I did, I was really strategic with this. I picked equipment that was I was going to say ranked, but rated well as equipment that is for a variety of budgets. Okay. So what you would do, my page is Nikki For Real again. So to access it, I have it pinned right here on the front page because I would say probably the majority of people that are buying from my store are coming over from this channel. What I did was I put the audiobook narration equipment in an idea list. Okay. So if you click on that idea list, you will be able to see a bunch of equipment. Now, the thing is, if you want to like narrow down, like, okay, well, which ones is Nikki using? This microphone that I'm talking in, this is actually my new microphone. And it's better on desktop. You can access this on your phone, no problem. But if you're on a desktop, what you can do is you can actually click this little circle. I'm actually going to zoom in a bit so you can see it. You click this, and I have a note for you. So I say, this is my latest upgrade. I started using this mic for audiobooks and videos in 2024. No pop filter is needed. It has great sound. I have little notes in there if you want to know about my headphones. These are Can you see me? Yeah. These are the headphones that I'm using right now. I have a note in there as well. So I do put notes in there so you all can get an idea of what it is that I'm using or why I might suggest a specific product. This microphone arm that I'm using, that's how the microphone is over here. I can actually push this behind my computer, like just tuck it away really easily with that microphone arm. So this is like, basically it's like unpacking an audiobook studio, audiobook narration studio when I sit down at my computer. Okay. Then my original equipment, I have those in there if you want to cut down on the echoes in the room, that kind of stuff. I have all of that here in this idea list on Amazon. Okay, y'all. And then also there are bundles. Now, I really, really love the fact that bundles are available. So I'm about to say, I know I had some more. Like, stop playing. So this is a bestseller. All right. Just to give y'all an idea. Like I said, you don't have to break the bank in order to get great equipment. All right. This is a best seller. All right. $47.84 right now, right? So, and it comes with much of the equipment that you need. It has the arm so that you can just hook it up to a table or desk and basically have an audiobook narration studio in a minute setup. Okay. Also, the microphone and then what's called a pop filter. I'm actually gonna I'll show you mine in just a second. But yeah, these are all available on my Amazon storefront. Okay. So I put together several things that I felt as though could help you all. I think this one might have sold out. So I'm gonna end up replacing that one. But yeah, so audiobook narration equipment is available on my Amazon storefront, y'all. So just so you know. But let me go back. Da-da-da-da. All right, so let's go back to the presentation. I think I remember it was page 39. All right, so yeah. All right. So then the other thing is, if you can only get one thing, get the microphone, y'all, for real. And I can't stress this enough because it's all about the sound. That's what audiobook narration is all about. It's all about the sound. Also, tablets and iPads are really, really helpful when you're reading scripts. I have mine right here. Hold on, let me trying to set me up because it's plugged up to my computer right now. But I have a case for mine. This is my iPad. This is just a regular old iPad. Okay. So I have a case and in there, so this is the iPad. So what I like to do when I'm recording, right? For example, this is my setup. This is where I record at. I sit at my desk with my microphone and my computer. And then what I like to do is when I get the script that I have to narrate, I put it on my iPad and I just put that in front of me. So that way it can move around. So I can have my entire computer screen dedicated to the recording software. And I'll tell you about that in a moment. But when you get the script, what just keep in mind, they're not going to send you a physical book if you get chosen for a contract. What they're going to do is they're going to send you a digital version of the book, a Kindle version. Okay. So then you'll download it to whatever device that you prefer, even if it's your phone. At least it's something. But and because some people might prefer to just hold their phone in their hand and read the script that way. But I like having the script able to be moved around because you might end up shifting around or changing positions or whatever. So yeah, having that script at your fingertips is really, really helpful. All right, so come on. All right. So basically, the equipment, real quick one rundown. A condenser microphone with a pop filter. My pop filter is actually right here. I don't really use it like that anymore. Like when I'm narrating, I do still put it in front of it. You don't really need it. What a pop filter does is it cuts down on like the wind sounds. So if you have like those P's and the B's, the P's and the B's, it cuts down on that. Okay. So you don't have that wind blowing directly in somebody's ear. Okay. So a pop filter, typically you can get these under $20. These are, something easy, but as you just saw in that bundle that I showed you, you can get an entire bundle with a microphone, the arm, and a pop filter for under $50. Okay. Also use headphones. I suggest this because sometimes you don't realize that there's background noise. And just like I have right now, I don't know if y'all can hear that. But you don't realize like there have been times, for example, like my neighbor's dog was barking. I didn't realize it until like I could hear it through my headphones. Like I knew it was actually hitting the mic. Okay. But when you're reading, you might not necessarily realize these things are going on around you. So having your headphones on and actually hearing exactly what you sound like and what the background sounds like versus having to play it back and then you're hearing something is much better to have the headphones. Also, the platform, the software that I suggest is Audacity. It's a free recording software. And in Audacity, you can actually just record on there and upload your sound directly to ACX. Some people like to use GarageBand if they have Mac, but I will tell you, Audacity is the platform that a lot of audiobook narrators use, especially on ACX, because they have a special little plugin, which is like an app that can help you check the sounds um on like to make sure you meet the sound requirements. It's not foolproof though, and it's really hard to install, especially if you have a Mac. But I just recorded a video earlier because I found a much faster and easier way to upload that plugin. So that is soon going to be added to the course as well. So yeah, those are some of the main things that I suggest when it comes to actually like recording and having good sound. Like I said, this is my Amazon storefront. And I wonder why my banner wasn't showing today. That was weird. But let's talk about the money. Um, Remember, I said you definitely want to promote your book no matter what. Even if you have a pay for production where you took that money and you ran, they give you a flat rate and you left. Even if you have that kind of book, or if you have a royalty share or a royalty share plus, you definitely want to promote your book. And I am going to tell you why. That third point right there that we're going to get to. But let me break down the whole payment process. So ACX will pay you either direct deposit or they will send you a paper check. It's up to you. Okay. And I know some people will ask me sometimes, like, oh, they're asking for my tax information, they're asking for my address, this, and this. It's Amazon. It's a trustworthy platform. And the fact of the matter is, when you are dealing with a platform that's really going to pay you, they have to report it to Uncle Sam. Okay. So, for their own protection as well as yours. So you're going to get earning statements and all that kind of stuff. So this is real legit stuff. So you will have to fill out the W-9, okay, in ACX in the back end. But it's up to you if you want direct deposit or the paper check. I've done both. I liked having the physical check, but of course that takes a little longer. Also, you get paid monthly for royalty contracts. Again, if you get a flat rate, then yeah, you get your one hit of your payment and then you can be out. But when it comes to the royalty share, you keep getting those payments every month for 7 years as long as people are buying the book. So let's talk about buying the book, why you want to promote it, because there's such thing as bounty bonuses. And bounty bonuses are a bonus that Amazon, Audible, ACX, they're paying you to refer people to their platform, because this is how it works. So say if I have an audiobook, and this has happened. So it's a real example. If I release an audiobook and I come on YouTube or tell family or family member or friend, hey, yo, I just dropped this audiobook. Do me a favor, like go, you should listen to it. Um, just do me a favor, like sign up for Audible and you can listen to my book, right? You just entice them to go sign up, right? Now, if they do sign up and your book is the first book that they listen to, basically Amazon is going to thank you, or Audible, ACX is going to thank you. Your check is going to come from ACX, or no, I'm sorry, it's going to come from Audible. That's the logo on the top of the checks. Um, when they have, like, when they send you your payment, they will include a bounty bonus because that person was the first, your book was the first book they listened to as a new member. So whenever somebody listens to your book first as a new member, you're eligible for that bounty bonus. That bounty bonus is $50 for a royalty share contract if you have a royalty contract. Um, and again, this is on top. This is a bonus on top of what you're already getting paid, that 20%. But even if you took your money and you ran and you got that flat rate, the bounty bonus is $75 for each book that somebody, if somebody listened to yours first, okay, as a new member. So this is why you want to promote the book. You definitely want to tell people, hey, I have this book out there. Go listen to it. Even if you're not a member yet, hey, you might want to go over there and listen to it. This is an awesome book, yada, 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 right? Let people know that your book is there so that they will go listen to it first. All right. And then just real quick, hold on, because I think that's pretty much it. Okay. So again, just to put it simply, what you want to do is you want to create a sample. Okay. So you're going to put a sample on your ACX profile. This is an optional move. Okay. But we're playing checkers. We're not playing checkers. We're playing chess, not checkers. So what you want to do is you want to cast your net out there wide. And the way to do that is by having the sample on your profile, because what that allows is it helps the rights holders or authors find you as a narrator. If you don't have a sample on your profile, they're not going to be able to find you. The only way that you'll be able to get a contract is if you actually go and initiate an audition. They won't be able to find you in the list of narrators unless you have a sample on your profile. Okay. Also, again, remember, find the right book for you. It's not about what you look like or what you identify as, it's what you actually sound like. And also pick a book that you're interested in, because you don't want have to be stuck during a contract, and you are narrating this book for days and weeks potentially, and this book is something that is boring to you. That is going to make it so hard for you to come back day after day to record. Okay. Um, the other thing is, keep in mind, invest in your equipment. You want to give yourself a leg up on the competition. Okay. Again, you compare somebody with a professional microphone versus somebody using their cell phone, night and day. Okay. So this is a business. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This isn't, something where I'm just popping up on here and just be like, hey, y'all, like, yeah, you can make money. Like, you don't have to do anything. This is not that type of game, y'all. This is real. This is for real. And you can earn passive income for 7 years. Good question. A locked piece says, where can we do a sample from? So what I suggest is, if you are going to do a sample, number one, pick a book that is already out there, right? So you could just go to your bookshelf or go into, if you have a Kindle account, right? Um, Go and grab a book that is along the lines of a book that you want to audition for. So if you're into urban fiction, um, get an urban fiction novel, and read like a paragraph out of that, or a paragraph, two paragraphs. Um, the sample should only be like, just really short, just like a couple minutes, maybe a minute, 2 minutes. And that's a good sample. Now, what I do suggest is that you have a sample for every genre that you want to audition for, just to give that type of author or rights holder an idea of what you sound like narrating that kind of book, and basically also to show your range. Okay. So if they're like, oh well, she's really convincing in this thriller, then she'll probably do a good job with my thriller. So that's something that you can do. So just grab any kind of book. But I will warn you, and ACX says this themselves, on the ACX website, they let you know you can use anybody's book, right? But just keep in mind, there's also copyrights. So if that person happens to hear your sample, if that rights holder hears your sample and they are like, oh, well, you didn't clear it with me. I want you to take that down. You have to take it down. Okay. ACX is the ones that actually suggest that you just take somebody's book and record it as a sample. But they also do give you that warning. If that person comes to us and says, I want this book taken down or this sample taken down, they are going to take your sample down. Okay. So just keep that in mind. I've never heard of that happening, but it's something that ACX has put out there as a disclaimer. So just to keep it realistic. But again, the last thing is make sure you promote that book. Okay. So promote your book to get more bounties. Okay. So that's basically what I have when it comes down to it. But I do want to remind you, because I know some people weren't here in the beginning. I do have my audiobook blueprint course on sale today only, just today, not tomorrow at midnight. It's expiring. The coupon code is set to expire and is limited to the first 20 people that sign up. So the thing is, you will not just get lifetime access to my course, but you will also get, and let me let you know what's in the course. Why not? Right? Inside the course, you will get, it's over 25 modules. Let me see if, there's over 25 modules, video modules, where I'm walking you through step by step. I actually share my contract with you guys. Like, one of my contracts, I actually do. You know what? I sent it to the wrong computer. I'm trying to show y'all the screenshot. Um, but basically it's a bundle of um it's over 25 videos at this point. And like I said, I'm constantly adding stuff to it. Also, one thing that people really love is I have a full interview with the author that actually hired me. I did put a sample of it here on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, just, scroll through my channel. I do have the audiobook playlist here on this channel, but I have the full interview where she and I spoke, and she dropped gems. She let us know exactly what it is from an author's perspective, what it is that she's looking for, what makes her choose this person over that person, that kind of thing. So that is in the course. That full interview, I want to say, I haven't watched it in a minute, but I think it was like somewhere around an hour long, that in and of itself, that full-blown conversation. But also my ebook, my audiobook narration ebook is included in that. And and plus some guides as well. So an audition tracker to track like which books you auditioned for, so that you can follow up with those. Also, an income tracker to track the money that you are making, so you can see, like, this is a real thing. This is how much I'm actually making with this book. Let's see what else. I'm trying to airdrop it to. Oh, there we go. I just gotta be patient. All right, there we go. Let's see. Real quick, I am going to just show you. Is this it? I think so. No, that's not it. Where did it go? You know what? My computer sometimes will throw something to the bottom, even though it's supposed to be in date order. Yeah, that's weird. It's in here, but I'll find it and I'll show y'all like the full bundle. But also, so it also includes the coaching with me as well. So as soon as you is this it? No. As soon as you buy the course, you will have access to my calendar to be able to schedule the coaching session with me, so that we can sit one-on-one. And in that coaching session, I can give you an idea based on what you sound like, what kind of books you should be auditioning for, to help you not waste your time. Okay. To, keep it realistic for you, as well as being that guide for you, to let you know, like, okay, these are the next steps that you in particular are going to have to make. And basically any questions that you have for me, you're able to ask it in that coaching session, but not just the coaching session, but also if you ever want to email me and ask certain questions, those kinds of things, you do have access to me even beyond the coaching session. If you want me to listen to your sample before you upload it, or your audition before you upload that, then a lot of my students will send that to me via email and ask me to look it over. I don't charge anything extra to do that. Okay. So even outside of the single coaching session, you will have access to me beyond that. So hold on, let me just make sure. Oh, Omari just started the stream. Okay. So yeah, that's what's included. And I do want to hold on, let me see. I think it was this slide. Mind you, I normally, for the sale price, the lowest I go is 197. But not today. Today is 97. Okay. Take that one off. All right. So but just so you all know as well, because it was asked earlier, when it comes to actually splitting the payments, that kind of thing, you can split the payments if you check out with PayPal, choose PayPal, and then do the pay in four option. Okay. So you don't have to pay for the whole thing today. You can get full access to the course for less than $25 today. Okay. So no excuses. All right. And plus with the PayPal option, you don't have to pay any interest. Like what it is what it is. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can airdrop this again. Like it put it in my computer and didn't. Let's see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It tried me. It changed my date. All right, let me see if I can share this to give you an idea. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, it's not. You know what? I posted it on Instagram too. But yeah, so basically you'll get all of that. And I'm trying to see, is there anything else I'm missing in the bundle? Um, of course, support. Like if you have any technical support. My course is housed by Thinkific. So it's not going anywhere. Um, is forever on Thinkific. And yeah, so I mentioned that. So you get the customer support. Oh, and then we do have a Facebook group. Oh, and then like there's a checklist for equipment as well. Just so you have that stuff available. Then there's other downloads too. Like I said, I've been building this course up. Like I said, I constantly add to it. Whenever you buy, like anybody that ever buys this course from me, you don't have to worry about me turning around and saying, hey, but for this extra price, you can have access to this part of the course. No, I don't do that to y'all. So you will actually have lifetime access to the course, including updates. Okay. And I'm gonna let y'all know. And I warned people about this in the past. I'm like, over time, when I'm adding stuff to the course becomes more valuable, meaning the price goes up. And being that it's only $97, is I'm gonna tell you, you're never gonna see $97 again for a $400 course, even without the coaching. Never again. But hopefully you all got a lot of good information out of this. And if you have any other questions, now is the chance to ask them. I'm about to get my lunch. I have some jerk chicken and rice, and I'm hungry. And I should have streamed on Instagram, but YouTube are my people, okay? Yeah, my YouTube people are ride or dies, okay? But yeah, like I said, I do have it in the chat. Hold on, let me see. Like further up. And I did put that in the chat. So look for that in the chat as well. And even if you don't use the link, you can go on to trying to think, well, how else would you get over to the course? I think it actually might be housed under this video as well, because I do have the course linked to this channel as well. So if you go in that way, the promo code is blueprint 97. Um, hmm. Oh, I'm seeing notifications from an app that I get paid from, that they're changing their platform. But anywho, if nobody has anything, I am not going to hold y'all. I'm hungry, like I said. Let me see. Hold on. Mm, and I'm sorry I had to switch my camera up on y'all. Hold on. No. Let me stop the presentation. I didn't even realize I wasn't even up on the screen, y'all. Hold on. Let me stop it. Mm-mm. Boom, boom. All right. All right. Let's hide that. There we go. It was like hi to me. I didn't even know y'all couldn't see me. Um, you missed the whole thing. Oh, come on, Tex. Yeah, but it's my yeah, well, right before we go to text. Yeah, the arc. Yes, you do have until midnight to get the course. Just so you know, I'm in the Eastern time zone. Okay. Um, so yeah, you do have until midnight to get it. And again, the payment plan is available. Text, what you missed was I gave the full rundown of like how to become an audiobook narrator, how to actually get paid and earn a passive income with audiobook narration. And as you can see on the screen, I'm offering my audiobook blueprint course, the course as well as a coaching session with me. The value is $749, and I am offering it today only for $97. And I'm only allowing 20 people to use the code. So either you can scan this code on the screen, or you can um, I lost my train of thought. Oh, or you could go down to the chat, or even in the description, I do have the link for that. And once you go to, because you're not going to see the discount immediately, it's going to say $400 because that's the price of the course by itself, even without coaching. But once you go to checkout, you will see that code. If you used one of my links, that code is automatically applied. If you don't see the code, that's when put in blueprint 97 to get it for $97. Let me see. The arc says restream is the stream spelling. Yeah, yep. Do we have until midnight? Yeah, yep. I don't know if you heard my answer. Yeah, yeah, you have until midnight, midnight Eastern time. And restream. Yep, is restream. So let me just do a restream. Yep. So that's how to spell it in case you're interested in restream. And yeah, so let me know, do you live stream, or like I'm curious to not want to know who my people are. What we doing? um this light is so bright. Oh my gosh, it's different lighting for different cameras, so it's like way different, y'all. All right, that's better. Oh my gosh. Y'all see I took the braids out, right? But anywho, yeah, so I just want to make sure I got all the questions covered. Are we good? We good? All right, y'all. So I'm hungry. Make sure y'all grab this deal. It's today only. Don't think that this code gonna work tomorrow because it's already set up in there to stop at midnight. Okay, so just keep in mind it's limited to the first 20 people, and during this stream, a couple people have actually bought it. Okay, so I accidentally swiped it away. But yeah, for real, like hurry up and grab that. It's no joke. You're not going to see this deal ever, ever, ever again. All right, y'all. All right. So I'm ready to peace out on this live stream, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't yet. All right. Like,